When I was in second grade, I wanted to be a ballerina with every fiber of my incredibly tall and awkward and horribly shy being. You know that tall girl in the back row of all of your school class pictures? The one who's multiple heads taller than all the boys. Maybe she's even the teacher, who knows? That was me. And that's still me. As far as shy, I remember crying when grown-ups would talk to me as if I was an adult. Crying. I always felt like my shape betrayed me. It would step out and speak up, whether I wanted to or not. I was tall and I was shy. But my parents had just taken us to see a community theater production of Romeo and Juliet, the ballet. Oh, those figures on stage. I had never seen anything so beautiful in my short but tall life. The way the light hit their features, the way they held their arms, and they stood on their toes. I didn't want to take up the space to exist. And here were these beautiful creatures taking up every possible inch that they could. I decided right then and there that if I could be a ballerina, I too could be that beautiful, that confident, that in my body. You can imagine how elated I was to be able to take ballet club after school in second grade. For the next 6 weeks on Tuesdays, I would go to ballet club from 2:30 p.m. to 3:05 p.m. in the auditorium at Ella G. Clark Elementary School. The auditorium was this big, warm, beautiful room. The sun would dance across those highly polished wood floors. We would slide around in our socks, and a teacher was there teaching us ballet. She taught us things like pas de chat, which is a French word which means step of the cat. But as a second grader, we would laugh because we thought she was saying potty. My very best friend in second grade was named Angie Regina Nelson. Angie Regina Nelson always went by Angie Regina Nelson. Angie Regina Nelson didn't know I was tall. Angie Regina Nelson was loud and imaginative to my quiet and shy and imaginative. Well, we spent most of ballet club dressing up our book bags as if they were audience members. We would take our clothes from our school day after changing into our ballet outfits, and we would dress up our book bags as if they were our audience members. Now, of course, we did learn some steps of ballet. The teacher was teaching us a ballet routine that we would do at the end of the 6 weeks for our parents. The song she was teaching us a ballet routine to was Lionel Richie's Hello. I've been alone with you inside my mind, and in my dreams I've kissed your lips 1,000 times. Now, this is the perfect song to teach a ballet routine to second graders to. Hello from 1985 was the pinnacle of drama and sophistication, and we were so excited to learn ballet to this. Well, 6 weeks later, it was time to perform. It was time to shine. I used to dance outside under the street lamp on my roller skates. There wasn't any audience there except the bugs. And it was dark except for the street lamp. I would imagine there that I would be perfect. And the night of the performance for the parents, I wish it had been like when I was under my street lamp, alone on my roller skates, perfect, cutting the same beautiful shapes that those community theater dancers had cut in the dark. But we weren't performing in the warm auditorium. We were performing in the hysterically bright and cold and large gymnasium with those rafters that go all the way up to God. And the audience wasn't book bag people. No, it was parents. Lots of them. They were taller than I was. I didn't know the dance. I didn't know the dance. Everyone else took their place out there on that cold, white, large floor. The teacher motioned for me to get out there. Angie Regina Nelson saw me and motioned, but I couldn't do it. I was frozen. I hung back. The first few notes of that hauntingly beautiful song played, and I froze. My classmates started to move through the dance, and it took 1,000,000 years, and it was over in an instant. For the last 30 years, I've been replaying that moment, wishing that I had stepped out. I had stepped up for myself. I had stepped up for my friend. I had stepped into my body, but it wasn't meant to be. I know now that my big debut as a ballerina was doomed from the start. 6 weeks of Tuesdays probably wasn't enough time for me to develop into a beautiful ballerina like those community theater dancers. And I am very tall. And I will never be a professional ballet dancer. But now, I always step out.